Hello, Family Studies, and welcome to week 3 of our online at-home confinement, or whatever we want to call it these days. But moving right along, this should be another pretty easy week. Last week was just kind of a chance for you to get to know, once again, yourselves and what you're looking for in a mating partner. How about dating partner? Let's go with dating partner there. So this class goes in order, from dating and getting to knowing people and mate selection to eventually marriage and then becoming parents and then getting pregnant is kind of the order that it follows. So this week is when they're going to start talking about families. And now that you kind of know what you want from a person, the next step is what kind of family do you guys want to create? So this is pretty short and sweet this week, especially with the parenting styles and disciplines. You can look at your own family and kind of see what kind of discipline they have and whether you think it worked for you guys or you might try something different with your family someday. Also, the Children in Society do a lot of research. Society has changed a lot over the years, and I swear every research part that you bring up, there's a major crisis with every time frame. Like, can you imagine what it was like when electricity came around and oh my gosh, and how's that going to ruin children and blah, blah, blah. And then, cell phones and now social media. And there's just a lot of things that society says are causing issues with our children. So you can look at some of those things and see what you think about it. Fatherhood. This is something that's changed a lot in our society as well. It used to be no matter what, mom knows best. Mom gets all custody rights to the children, and we're seeing a big change in that. They're really, really doing a lot of research and saying that fathers are, some believe, more important. Others say just as important as mothers are. So you can look up some different aspects with that. This is one that I don't want anybody, I don't want it to be daunting for someone or bring up bad feelings for other people, because there's a lot of people, a lot of my students that maybe have a father in the house, and that doesn't mean things are perfect for them, and others that are a single parent family or have no father involved and they're getting along just fine, or some, it might have not have been a biological father, but they've got a father figure in their life that has brought a lot of fulfillment to them. So statistically, you see lots of horrible things about houses that don't have fathers in them. But I also know some of those statistics, they go to prisons and get them. So that's why some of it looks so horrible. So just because you may not have a father figure in your life or at home doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you or that you're going to turn out statistically like what they're showing. It just doesn't mean that at all. So, but see what you can find on how important it is to have a father figure in your children's life someday. And then the last one, I was just kind of wrapping up, and once again, another chance for me to try to get to know you guys even better. And I didn't make you go through my old boyfriend's slideshows. You didn't see pictures of those last week, but this week not making you, but you get the pleasure of getting to see my kiddos. Why I show, besides that I love them and I want to show them off a little bit, but one section I think I'm going to throw out has to do with infertility. And I did a lot with infertility, meaning I was not able to have children on my own. Brigham, my oldest son, who is now 7 and in first grade, he was an IVF baby, meaning they surgically removed my eggs and had them implanted. I had 3 of them implanted, and I ended up with one little handsome boy. My Brigham, if you ever get the pleasure of meeting him, is such a people pleaser. I can just kind of glare at him, and he tries to make things better. He's my cuddle bug, and um, he's my bud. My daughter, McKinley Radon, she was not an IVF baby. We did an IUI, inner uterine insemination is what we did with her. And I got my little Miss McKinley Radon and attitude. I still haven't quite figured her out yet. We're either in emotional basket case one day or all snuggles and laughs the next day. But she's a little harder to figure out. I'm still working on her. And then Barrett Litton was my surprise attack baby because the doctor said I would never be able to have children of my own, or if I did, I would lose them or they would be born with a lot of handicaps. And just proves doctors are not always right. And here came Barrett. Um, he, like I said, was very much a surprise. McKinley was only 6 months old when I got pregnant with him, so babies, lots of little babies, which is, we love our babies. But he just is not quite the same as the other ones. He's a little stinker. He's white. My other two are pretty dark complected, and he's blonde. I said McKinley's tough, has nothing on this kid. He is too smart for his own good sometimes, and he's my hard one. I haven't quite figured out what I can do to make him behave. But once again, a new challenge for every day. So they are very close in age. Um, McKinley and Brigham, like you can see, could almost be twins. And then there's Barrett. So they're a lot of fun. I'd be lost without them. They all have brown eyes. That's about all we have in common. So we have a lot of fun together. There's my husband, Leighton, and then Libby. Seriously, I swear, if anybody needs a puppy, I'm about ready to give her away. She's driving me nuts. But that is Libby, and she just turned, let's see, 11 months old yesterday. So, anyways, once again, this week is just a chance for you guys to dive deeper into what's going to be important to you. What are you looking for? And what are some of those things that you want to maybe be doing in the near future? Some of you are thinking, this is a long ways away. Well, add 5 years, and a lot of you might be thinking about already starting a family at that time or getting close to it. So it's not that far away. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a great week. Please let me know if you have any questions. Stay safe.